Hello, my friends. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're ready for another YouTube video from your old buddy, DadCraft73. We're back here playing some DW20 1.12 modded Minecraft, man. Oh, I'm having a good old time. That is for sure and for certain. Oh, man. It makes me so happy. Anyway, we got work to do today. We can't be standing around chit-chatting and talking about how much we like stuff. We got work to do. That's no joke, man. No joke. All right, so here's what we're going to do today. You know, this is cool, right? This little setup. It was funny. I was watching Wild Trekker's video, I think yesterday, and he went the thermal expansion route, which is pretty cool, right? That's definitely an option. I'm down with that. I probably overall the power requirements and such probably about the same, or like the material requirements about the same. The benefit that he's got that I don't have is he can definitely upgrade those machines long term, make them faster and stronger and things like that. But I'm down with the actually additions sort of little ore processing system. It's definitely not the only one. There's probably, I know in this pack, I think that we have, yeah, we have industrial craft. So if you wanted to go like the macerator route and the furnace, electric furnace, maybe you could do that too. Lots of different ways to do some ore automation. But here's the problem with this setup, and it's essentially the same setup that Wild Trekker has with his thermal expansion setup, is right now I'm using coal for power. So if I want to keep this setup going long term, man, we got to go mining all the time. I guess we could make like charcoal, you know, so we could get a tree farm or something like that going on, but you got to keep feeding this thing. And if you know anything about any of my other series, if you've watched any of those, man, you know that I love passive power. I like passive power generation. I like stuff I don't have to mess with, and it's just sitting there. And that's what we're going to work on today. I've got an idea using thermal expansion that we can get some power, some passive power generation, and it's actually kind of a cool little setup. But before we get into that, I did a little bit of clearing with my excavator. It's just about broken. Yeah, I've got some modifiers. Now, hold on a second. Now, my friend, my old buddy, Alex said, hey, I think you can chisel and get moss stone. Do I have any? Where's all my cobblestone? I don't have any. There's too many ores around this joint. All right, let me see if I put this in here. Yeah, I don't think you can. Yeah, I don't think, I mean, maybe in some packs you can, but I don't think we can in this one. Let me just take a look here. Moss stone. Let's see, what is the ways to get it? Chisel. So I can chisel moss stone in a bunch of different pieces and parts. World Gen, Twilight, yeah, I'm not going there. I mean, I guess maybe I could drop into the Twilight Forest, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think we're doing that. And I could make a fluid transposer, which maybe that's what I might do, right? Because it's just water and a little bit of power. Maybe we'll get down there. I'd really like to. The reason I want to do that is I like to have moss stone on my excavator, just so I don't have to worry about repairing it all the time. It just takes iron, right? Or did we make it? I can't remember. Did we make bronze? I think we did use iron, maybe. So I think we could repair it pretty easy. But anyway, that's a tangent that I just went off on. So what I've done is I've done a little bit of clearing. You see I've kind of cut back that a little bit, cut back this side, and I've got kind of this open area. Remember, we're going to try to build a Valley of the Kings here, and we've sort of got this natural valley. I think our big pyramid's going to end up being over there, maybe. But I think what we're going to do today is at least outline a smaller pyramid. I don't have enough sandstone to actually build it. I've only got, you know, a little over a stack. I could get more though. I mean, we're in the desert, so I could definitely get a bunch more. But right now, I've just been converting sand. So we're going to just build ourselves a little pyramid, and this is going to be our temporary base. I think we need to have a spot where we can be inside. I mean, it's probably going to be temporary / long term. So let's start sort of at the entrance to this valley. Yeah, this might be okay. We're going to have to do some clearing out there to make some room. But we could do that, not a problem. So let's go start right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay, so that's good. So then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Yep, this is going to be perfect. So we're going to put it right in here. This is where our pyramid's going to go. Now, before I get too crazy building a bunch of stuff and making this thing go how we want to, man, I wish I had some more sandstone. So that's going to be sort of where the pyramid, and the reason that I built that there is I want to have power feeding into this guy, and I'm going to set up my little passive power generation system right over here. So let's do, I got to do a little bit more clearing. Man, it's so quick and easy with an excavator, in case you were wondering why I spent all that time last episode making one. Man, we got to get to work. That's why. So I need to clear out all this sand, and I could go off camera. But before I do that, I want to show you one more thing that we've got to do. So let's just clear out a little spot here. This will be good for now. Let's just break this guy. Okay. And that gives us some more sand that we can convert into sandstone. So if this is the pyramid, we sort of want to get in the middle-ish. 1, 2, 3, whatever, 23. It's going to be somewhere right in here. How about over here? And I want to just dig out a little bit of sand, and we're going to put in some dirt, and we're going to plant on that dirt a big old spruce sapling, right? And then we're going to convert some bone meal into bone meal. Actually, you know what I should do? Let me see. What do I get? What is my yield if I run it through a crusher? 6. Yeah. We want to do that. So we got a crusher over here. We might as well use it. We'll get a little bit extra bone meal out of this deal. We'll just stick that in there. Let it run its deal. Okay, so I'm going to put this spruce tree right here, and then I've got some things I need to build. So I think what I'm going to do is let me go off camera. I just want to trim this up a little bit, clear it out a little bit, and I'm going to bring you back. I'm going to make sure I've got all the raw materials I need for our project today. Let me get all that stuff together, and I'll be back with you, and we'll see if we can't set up a passive power system that's just going to grind out power all the time while we're just chilling and building and doing whatever. I'll see you in just a second. Alrighty, my friends, we are back. So I've got myself a spruce tree, a big one, 2x2, and actually this is perfect. Didn't have very many leaves on the top of it, so I'm in good shape. I might have to go get me a couple more saplings because I really can't cut that one down, but we might not need to. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. There's a block or a machine in thermal expansion called the Arboreal Extractor, and what it does is it extracts from a tree like resin, like oil, juice from a tree. So we're gonna see if we can't build a couple of these. Let me take a look here. Arboreal Extractor. So this is what we're going to build, right? Thermal expansion. So we need a device frame, we need some tin gears, we need a redstone servo, we need some copper. What is this? Copper ingot. Yeah. Okay. So let me first of all just go over here, because I think I'm going to end up clearing out a little bit more of this anyway. And I just need to get a little bit of sand. Let's just grab some up here. I don't want to destroy the desert too much, but we got to do some work around here. 56. We need a little bit more than that. Let's get at least a stack of sand. There we go. All right, and we can go put this in our furnace, right? We can go like that, and just smelt up a bunch of glass, right? There's some aluminum. I don't even know where that came from. Okay, so let's take a look and see what we need to make these arboreal excavators. So let's make the device frames first. We need some copper gears, which is just copper around that. So we're going to need 8 of those. We're going to need a bunch of glass. So we're going to need 32 glass, and then we're going to need 32 iron. Man, I hope I have these resources. Oh, it's going to be close. Okay, how much copper do I have? Lots. Okay. Yeah. All right. So let's get to crafting. Let's grab some glass out of here. We should have some. Yeah, there we go. All right. So let's start off and see if we can at least make a couple of these guys. So we need this. We need some copper gears. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, I might have to end up going mining here after a while. And then we should be able to make 5 of these for now. Okay, we need some more glass. So let's get... Oh, hello. That should be enough. Yeah. Okay. And then we should be able to make the rest of these, right? So there's 8. Okay, 8 of those. Perfect. And now we need redstone servo. So we're going to need 8 of those. Man, I'm going to be out of iron. I'm going to have to go mining. That's for sure. In here's my redstone. I'm going to have to get some more redstone as well. Okay. So let's make these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of those. Let's get all my pieces, parts back here. And then... buckets. Alright, tin gear is... So we got to make... Let's make 2 of these things. I mean, I think that's all we can make. Is this tin? Yeah. Alright, man, we have tons of tin. We just don't have the iron. I thought I had more. I guess I don't. I have to make sure. Okay, let's make a couple tin gears. 1, 2. Let's make 1 of these things for now. Okay, and a bucket. Alright, so let's make a bucket. Yeah, we're dead out of iron. Okay, so let's go ahead and make one. Alright, so what we do with this Arboreal Extractor, let's put it down, right? So all it does is it just runs. And I don't think it needs power. It says it needs power, but I don't think it does. I think it's good. Yeah? Okay. So let me put this thing. We'll go find out here in just a second. Okay. And I'm going to put these at the base of this tree. And we're going to, that's why we need 8 of them, because you can put one at each, on each log. So we put this guy down, right? It should be doing its deal. Okay. Extracts fluid from adjacent trees. Use fertilizer to boost production. So that's what that does. Let me see what fertilizer looks like. Is there fertilizer for... It's probably that. Concentrated compound. That's from bees. We can get some fertilizer. We don't need any, though. It'll just do its deal, right? And then we should get... Yeah, so we're getting resin in there automatically. So that's like step 1. So what I need to do now is go and do some serious mining. I kind of want to build myself a hammer. Let me put some stuff back. I need tons of iron. Oh my goodness. Put my copper away. And then we might as well have a block in here for redstone. We'll put it over there. Okay? Alright, let me just make sure that I don't have any more like regular ores laying around here. Andesite. There's silver I can get processed up. A little bit of nickel. Uranium I'm going to keep for now. Okay. Yeah. So I can throw this stuff in here. Okay. And then we'll get some aluminum out of here. I guess I don't have a drawer for aluminum yet. Okay, we'll put it right there. We have one now. Okay, so I need to go off camera, and I need to do some serious mining. Do I want to build a hammer? I think if I build a hammer, I don't want to do it on camera. I just don't think... I mean, maybe I could just go. I think I'm just going to go mining. I can build a hammer at some other point. We should probably do that together. And I don't want to do that necessarily in this episode. How am I doing for torches? I have some stone torches, and I'll be able to make some more if I find some coal. Okay, let's go to the mining age. We're going to go down in our pit here, and we're going to do some serious mining. I've already got... I'm going to take you down here and show you what we're going to do, just so I don't have to keep dealing with it. I should have brought my... Am I bumping my head again? Yeah, I am. Okay. I'll fix that. I'll clear that out at some point. That'll make it so we can go up and down a little bit faster. I know that that makes you crazy whenever I'm like knocking my head on the roof. So if we go down here and we go all the way down, we're not quite low enough. We're not the height that I want to. There's more tin. I mean, I guess I could run around in here. I don't think I have any, though. So we're actually going to go... So we're only on Y level 19 right here. So I want to go all the way down to my normal mining level, which is Y level... 12. So let me just go down here real quick. was just thinking if I needed to mine that copper. But let me... Oh, I hear a witch. Okay, so this should be 12, right? Perfect. And then we're going to mine at that level. So let me grab these resources here. Make sure we get all the stuff that we can possibly get. And I'm going to start a little branch mine going on here. I mean, we've got that what is that thing called? The mine shaft, the abandoned mine shaft. But I don't want to mess with that. So I'm just going to do some mining. Let me get that done. I'll bring you back. I'll have all this stuff smelted up, and then we'll go from there. I'll see you in a few minutes. Alrighty, my friends, we are back. Man, we have been hitting the mines hard. Man, been mining up all kinds of stuff. I'm just processing the rest of it. I found a couple blocks that I hadn't put through my deal there. It's just copper and whatever else. It's a little bit of copper. We actually should snatch that up. We might need it. Alright, so we want to make the rest of these Arboreal Extractors, right? That's what we want to do. So we already have the redstone servos. We have the device frames. We got to make 10 gears and buckets. So we need to make 7 more of these. So let's go ahead and we'll get a stack of iron out of here. We'll get some tin. Is that tin? No, that's aluminum. Tin? Tin. Okay. And then we'll get a stack of copper out of here as well. So we can make the rest of this stuff. We should be able to knock it out. Alright, let's go over here and get our crafting going on. Alright, so we need to make 7 buckets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And then we need to make 14 10 gears. Alright, there are those. Okay. And then I think we should be able to make these now. Yep, there's our 7. Okay, so we're going to go put these guys around the base of this big 2x2 tree. So we already have one. It was running. I loaded these chunks over here. So this thing's been running. If you look, it's clear full. So we're going to put one here, 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 and here, and then 2 on these sides right there. So these things will all start working, doing their deal. The reason we're using a spruce tree A is because it's a 2x2, but different trees produce more resin. So if we take a look here really quick, let me just show you, just so you know that I'm not just like some crazy person. So that's not what we want. We want this resin funnel. No. I want to be able to tell you which one makes what. I guess it doesn't tell me. But I know that spruce trees produce resin at a faster rate than any of the other trees. At least the ones that we have access to at the moment. So we've got our 8 Arboreal Extractors doing their deal. So they're getting a little bit of resin. This one's been running for a while. It's full, right? So that's good to go. Now, the next thing that we need is something called, we need a still, and it's called a refractory still. So it's called a fractionating, not fractionating still. So we need to make, I think I'm going to make 2 of these, and I think that's going to be enough. Maybe we'll just let's make 1 just to start off. You got to stick with me here because we're going down a little bit of a rabbit hole. So I need to make a machine frame. So I need some glass on a 10 gear. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty good shape. So let's get this going. We're going to make this guy. I don't know if I have all the pieces parts, though. I need some nickel. I need some glass. Do I have glass? No, but I have some in here. I smelted up a little bit extra. We'll grab these out. And then I'm thinking this is nickel, right? So we need 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. And we'll start with 1. We might be able to increase it a little bit down the road. All right, so we got to make 10 gear, or a nickel gear. Let's make that. And then we got to make one of these guys, which we need a 10 gear for, like so. Okay. Then we should be able to make this. Yep, so there's that guy. And then we need redstone reception coil. So we need a little bit of redstone, which I got some more while I was mining. 1, 2, and then some of that. All right. I need to have a crafting bench over there next to my materials. All right, let's make the redstone reception coil. We got that. And we need to make some copper gears. So let's make 2 of these. Okay. And then we should be able to make this guy. Yes? Yes. Okay. Now, this thing needs power. But what it does, and let's see, we want to sort of work our way back towards the pyramid here that we're going to build. So let's put this guy, how about right here for now? Okay, so it takes in a fluid and it produces, let me show you. So it takes in a fluid, and we're, in this case, we're going to be putting in resin. So this is, yeah, takes in resin, it produces rosin, which actually burns, and it produces tree oil. And tree oil is what we're trying to get here. That's what we're looking to do. I don't know what this thing does. Reflux column. Oh, conversion of fossil fuels. Okay. Now, okay, so what we're going to do, oh my goodness, we're going to pipe out all the resin from these guys into this fractionating still. It's going to do its deal, and it's going to produce tree oil, and it's also going to produce something called rosin. And rosin we can use to burn, and we can do stuff with that. So now that we've got sort of our machines that don't need power, and now we have a machine that does need power, we need to think about building some sort of like an engine, right? Something like that. So we're going to build ourselves a combustion. Oh, what is it? They're called a Dynamo. So we want to build, let's go look at Dynamo. And we want to build I guess steam Dynamo to begin with. Okay. So let's make ourselves a couple of these. 1, 2. And then we need a redstone transmission coil. So we need silver in the middle here. Let's go grab a piece of silver out of this guy. Silver? No, aluminum. Silver? Silver. Okay, you can go away. Piece of silver needs some redstone. Okay. Let's do our running back and forth thing. Let's grab all this stuff out of here. And now let's make steam dynamo. We need to make this guy like so. And then, can we make it? Oh, we need another piece of redstone. Here we go again, running back and forth. Okay. Now we should be able to make this guy. So there's our steam dynamo. While we're here, we also need to make a wrench. And we want to make a... is it a crescent? Crescent. This. Yep, we want to make one of these, which we'll make. We'll use that here in a few minutes. All right, and now we also want to make another dynamo. I can't remember what it's called. It's called a, not magmatic, not enervation, compression? I think it's a compression dynamo that we want to make. Yep, so we need some more gears and stuff. So let's make 10 gears. 1, 2. We can actually make both of those. We might as well get some more redstone because we're going to need it. Okay. Let's get a stack out of there so we'll have it whenever we need it. Okay. And then compression. And then we need to make this silver. Here we go again. Back and forth. Back and forth. Back and forth. All right. So let's get this. Now, compression dynamo, we make this guy, done, and then we should be able to make this thing, right? Okay, so we got a steam dynamo and a compression dynamo. Now, both of these guys requires fluid, fuel, and a coolant. So both of these guys are going to need water, so, or some sort of coolant. Steam dynamo definitely is, and the compression dynamo, we can run it off water as well. So let's make ourselves an Aqueous Accumulator, one of these guys. So we need a redstone servo, which we already know how to make. Okay. We need another device frame. We need some glass, a bucket, and some tin gears. All right, we need some more tin. Okay, that should be enough. All right, and then we might as well... How much iron do we have? 8. Let's get some more. We're going to need a little bit more. Okay, I think we probably... Do I need like a thing? No, just a bucket. Okay. All right, so let's go here, and let's see if we can't make this Aqueous Accumulator. So we've got to make a bucket, and we're actually going to make 2 buckets, and I'll tell you why in just a second. And then I can make one of these. Copper gear. Okay. No. Yes. Okay. And we can make this guy now. All right. And then tin gears, we got to make 2 of those. 1, 2. All right. And then we should be able to... Oh, we got to make this guy as well. Lots of pieces parts on these guys, but that's okay. There's our Aqueous Accumulator. Okay. Now, I need water. Where do I have water? Right over here? It's getting to be nighttime. I don't want to be gone too long here. Let's go flinging ourselves. Oh. Alright, where's my bucket? There it is. Let's grab a bucket of water. I should have brought 2 buckets. We're going to have to come back over here and get another one in just a second. Alright, let's fling ourselves back towards the base, over this crater. Perfect. Let's not step on anything. Awesome. Alright, let's hit the brakes and let's go sleep through this night because we don't want to have all these husks rolling around here causing trouble. We'll have to run over there and get another bucket of water. I might be able to steal that one temporarily. Okay, so we got to put this Aqueous Accumulator in place. Now, if you don't know how these guys work, essentially you just put them down. And I think we're going to put it down right here, I believe. Actually, no. Let's put it down maybe here. I want it to be sort of out of the way. Yeah. Yeah, this should work. So we got to put down some water there. Let's get our slime sling again and go back and grab another bucket. Can I just go like this way? Sploosh. Okay. Let's grab another bucket of water. I should have I guess I should have made a water source. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. And that way I can do what I need to. Make an infinite water source somewhere, just so we don't have to keep going back and forth over there all the time. Okay, so let's dig a hole here, put this in there, we'll dig a hole here and here, and we'll grab this bucket of water back, put this in here, now we have an infinite source, okay? So that works, and let's go, maybe here, like so, and we'll put this in here, this guy in the middle, and then our Aqueous Accumulator essentially is going to go right in the middle of this thing. Now this thing should start filling up with water. Yep, you can see it filling up with water out of that pool, and it'll do that forever, and it doesn't take power, so it just sits there and does its deal. Okay, now we got to do a couple of odds and ends here. So we got our fractionating still, and you can see that it has exit points here. We're going to put down our steam dynamo right here. I want it to be right like that, okay? And obviously we need to get some water into that guy. He doesn't do much. He just takes some sort of something to run. And then I want to put my compression dynamo here, okay? Compression dynamo takes fuel and a fluid. So we're obviously going to fill these guys up with water using the Aqueous Accumulator. And I think we're just about done. I think we're ready. I need to make some pipes so I can move some stuff around. So let's take a look here and see what our options are for like fluid ducts. We're going to get some fluid ducts going on first of all. So I think we can make a fluid duct. That's all we probably need. Will break if contents are extremely hot or cold. I don't think they're going to be extremely hot or cold. So it's just some copper and a piece of glass. Can I make some of these guys right off the top? Yeah, we can. All right, let's get a couple going on here. And we'll go over and hook these guys up. I don't think we're going to need a servo for these if they're coming off the Aqueous Accumulator. Okay, so we're going to go like this. And then we want to put water in both of these guys like so. Now these guys, yep, filled up with water. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Okay, now I need some flux ducts so we can move some power around. And that's going to be the key, I think. All right, let's see. Flux duct. And we can just use these, I think. We're not going to be dealing with... Yeah, that's plenty. So we need some redstone, we need some lead, and we need some glass. Okay, let's grab some lead. I know we've got stacks of it. That's lead. Do I have redstone still? Yep, I have glass. Okay, let's make these guys. We'll just make this first tier of these things. And we'll make a couple. You know, I don't know how many we're going to end up needing. But you never know. Alright, so now we've got to do... We've got to run one from here to here, right? So this is going to provide this thing the power for it to do its deal, right? And I think that's it. Yep. So let me get for now, we're going to need some. Let me get my fluid ducts. I need to run a fluid duct into this guy. And then I need to go around on the top of all of these arboreal extractors. And run ducts on the top of all of them. Like so. And then I want this to go into this thing. Okay? I think if I hit it with my crescent wrench, like so, it'll disconnect that one. Yep, that's exactly what I want. So I don't think I need to do anything. So rosin, we want it to come out of the top of these guys. So we want to do whatever this color is. We want to go and we can disable these. Okay. We want to do the same thing, not rosin, resin. So we want this one to be export. We're going to export that stuff out of there. And then these are going to be, no reason to have any of those turned on. Okay. I don't know, maybe I need a servo? I thought it would auto-eject. Maybe not. All right, let's configure this guy. So the back is going to be blue. I think this is the back. Yeah, okay, so it's pulling rosin already from all these things, these last couple. We don't have any power yet, but we'll get some, don't worry. All right, so this one is done. Nope, we want this to be that, these turned off. Okay, same thing with this one, this, that. Oh, if I just right click, okay, yeah, it's faster. Right click, oh, maybe not. Okay. Those guys are all turned off. Yeah, see, these guys are already filling up with fluid. Love that. Okay. Do the same thing here. Okay. And just two more. Okay. And then this final one, which was where we could, like, oh, no, that's right. This one. Okay. So now we've got, this thing should be clear full. Yep, 4,000 millibuckets coming in. So this is our little setup so far. So we've got arboreal extractors doing their deal, pulling resin out of this tree. We're piping that into the side of the fractionating distill. And then we're extracting from this guy. We want this guy, which is front, to be red. Right, because we're going to pull the stuff out of there and stick it into this guy, which is a compression dynamo. These guys have both all their stuff. Okay. Okay. I think we're in pretty good shape. So there's one more thing we need to make before we fire this thing up, and hopefully, man, it works. We need to get an energy cube. What's it called from thermal expansion? Not energy core. It's not called a cube either. Cell. This. All right, and then we can upgrade this, right? Energy cell frame. Reinforced cell frame. Yeah. Okay. Energy cell basic. That's what we need right there. So it holds 2 million RF, and it can send and receive at 1,000 a tick. So let's make one of these. We can make a cell frame. Can I use this to do anything else? Oh my goodness, I can... Oh my goodness, I can enchant it. That's pretty cool. Energetic infuser does what? I don't know. Wow, okay. Innovation. Okay. I don't really know what we can do there, but we got to make one of these guys. So let's make one. Where was it at? This. So we need some lead. We need an energy cell frame, which is a lead gear. Okay, we need a little bit more lead. We need some more iron. Let's get the rest of our iron out of there. What else do we need? I'm trying to make sure this episode doesn't go too long. Lead gear, iron. Did I get lead? Okay, let's see if we can make it. Do I have enough glass? All right, it'll tell me just a second if I'm missing something. Okay, so let's do this guy first. We got to make a lead gear, which we can make. And then we will go like so. We need redstone block. We can make this guy. Okay, that's done. I sort of think maybe... we'll just make one for now. We need a piece of electrum. Okay, electrum. Silver. Let's take a look and see what electrum is. Electrum is... smelting, casting. What is molten? This stuff. Molten gold, silver. So one of each. So if I get one of these and one of these, and we'll take these over and throw them in our smeltery. Turn this off a second. Hi. Okay. And we do this and this. Let those melt together. Alright. I need a redstone block, so we can make that real quick. That's easy. Alright. And then... what is this cell? That's what we're making. Energy cell. We just need some lead. So we're good. We just need to make this. So we just need that piece of electrum to come out of our smeltery, which it should be ready now. Okay, there we go. Turn this on. We got our piece of electrum. That was pretty simple. I guess that's another reason to have ourselves a smeltery right there. All right, now let's make this thing. We're done. We're ready. All right, we got to do this and this. And then we should be able to make this thing, right? Okay, there's our energy cell, basic energy cell. Is it getting to be nighttime? Can we sleep through the night yet? Yes, we can. While we sleep, I'll drink coffee. Ah, that's so yummy. I love it. Okay, now, let's get this thing going. I need one more little thing, and that's just a couple sticks. So there's 2 sticks. I need 3 sticks. Okay, here's the beauty of this whole setup. This thing will... I'm actually going to do one more thing here. Make sure that yellow goes that way. This can be turned off. Yellow, I want it to go this way into this. Okay? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put 3 sticks inside this. Will it not take sticks? I need to put a piece of charcoal in there, or coal? Well, I can do it. I could get away with just putting some burnable item in there. Didn't think I would need to actually have a piece of coal, but we could do that. This will be a little bit overkill. This is more than a jump start that we need for this system, I believe, but let's see what happens here. Let's put this in here. Will you go in there now? Yeah. So he's going to start producing power, right? And if we look over here, this guy's filling up. And as soon as he gets to like 5,000 or so power, yeah, this thing should start doing its deal. Yep, you can see it moving along. It's processing, and it's going to process 2 things, right? It's going to produce tree oil, and it's going to produce a piece of rosin. Now, the rosin is going to get pushed from this guy over here. So, see, it's in there, right? And it's burning now, and this thing's going to keep on going, get some tree oil going on. And then the tree oil is going to go into this guy. And here's where the money is. Because this guy right here. Can I like show recipes? Compression dynamo. Compression dynamo. Let me show you. Okay. So if I put naphtha in there, I get 1.25. Crystallized oil, biofuel. Hi bunny, you're just kind of scaring me. I can put ethanol. I can put empowered oil, crude oil, biogas, biodiesel, tree oil. For 1 bucket of tree oil, I get 1,000,000 RF out of this thing. Are you not exporting your tree oil? This is the front, right? Okay. I should be exporting right out of the front of this guy. Is it going to wait until I have a bucket to export it? Auto output enabled. I mean, this is the front. Yeah, pretty sure this is the front. That can be turned off. Okay. That's good. That's off. I want it to come out the front. That is a fluid duct, right? Let me just make sure. Okay. Yeah, that's what I want. And I want this stuff to come out of the front. And go in here. Okay. Why is that not working that way? Alright, let me see if I can figure out what's going on here. I'll be back with you in just a second. Alrighty, my friends, we are back. I got this thing figured out. For some reason, it didn't want to export out the front of this thing. I'm not sure exactly why, but that's just the way it was. So we got resin in here doing its deal, right? Everything's good. It's got some power being produced here. Where? I didn't jack something up, did I? Hold on, let me take a look at this configuration. Yeah, that's good. Oh, no. There. Okay. I think I just pulled all the power out of this thing. Oh, I did. Okay. I made a little bit of a mistake there. So I'll show you, I'll tell you exactly what I did in just seconds. But we got this thing working. And now this thing should be producing power like forever. I don't have to touch it ever. So I just got to get another piece of coal in here and get this thing fired up. So let me put this in there, put this piece of coal. Now this thing should be good to go. It should run like it needs to. Shouldn't be a problem anymore. Yep, and then there should be a piece of rosin over here that'll burn. Okay. Make sure this thing is working the way I want it to. Yeah, so it's burning, and then there's another piece of rosin that shows up, and then it'll burn, and it gives me like 8,000 RF. Like if I use on this, and I look at a steam dynamo, 8,000 RF. It takes 5,000 RF to make a piece of that stuff. So this thing essentially is pulling in resin from the trees, coming into the fractionating still. It's taking resin and converting it into rosin, which then it pushes out this side into the steam dynamo, and then all of the fluid that it produces comes out through this channel into the compression dynamo, and it makes power. Yes? And then this guy, you can see that it's filling up. And it's not producing power like crazily. It's doing 40 RF a tick, which is not huge, but essentially this thing will just sit here forever. And I can probably, at some point, I mean, I think these are probably climbing. Yeah, they're climbing. So we're actually not using as much resin as we're producing. So I could probably have another fractionating still and have like another setup running off these guys, and it would stay running. So I'm going to probably have to do some experimenting and figure out exactly what we want to do. But that being said, check it out, man. I've got power from trees, and I never have to touch it again. Everything should be perfectly fine. This guy will keep getting a piece of resin every so often. It'll make its little bit of power that it needs to make. You can see we're good to go. It's going to fill it all the way back up. It's going to crank out another piece of rosin. It's going to go back in the steam dynamo, and the cycle's just going to continue forever. Meanwhile, this compression dynamo is taking this fuel and making energy out of it. So we're slowly building up. I love that. I love that. So it's passive power generation, and what we can do is we can pull one of these leadstone flux ducts off the front of that, bring it into our little house here, and that's going to be good enough to get started with. Oh man. It's kind of a long, windy road to get here, but we have used the Arboreal Extractor, and we're producing power like a boss. Man, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for your support on this series. I love it so much, and I appreciate it more than you know. Until next time, please remember to be cool, don't be a fool, and from my DW20 playthrough, where we are down with passive power generation. I guess we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.